What's going on, guys? It's been a couple weeks since I put a video out here. So my follower-along asked me the other day if I could take a look at his chainsaw. He broke the pull cord on it. So I figured while I was putting it back together, I would throw a video up on YouTube on how to do it. So he's got a Stihl MS 180C here. But basically going to be the same process for any of your chainsaws or really any pull start tool that you got. So one option is to go and replace this whole cover here. It comes as an assembly. You get the cover, the spring, new pull cord, I think new handle, but that's about 20 bucks. And this is a mid-90s saw, so you can't find the factory cover anymore. You can only find aftermarket ones, and on those you lose the Stihl logo generally. Still says MS 180 and it's orange, but I don't know, I like to have the branding right there on it. So instead of doing that, what he did is he just got on Amazon and bought some starter pull cord for, I don't know, about 10 bucks. So just take it apart and replace this instead of replacing the whole cover and yeah, going the other route. I just don't like that. I like to keep the branding right on there, just like it came from the factory. So pretty easy. Just need, a couple screwdrivers, those pliers. Pretty straightforward. Start by pulling off the cover. Just flip this little lever down, throw your choke all the way to the bottom. Top cover comes right off. Then if you throw it over on its side, these are all T25 torx screws. Yep, 4 of them here, 3 in the case, 1 goes in the handle. Take all of those out. Alright, then you can pop your chain stop up and over that. Then you're going to want to loosen up your oil and your gas. It usually puts them on tight, so take them off with a screwdriver. Reach down in there, you can grab, got a little stop, you can slip that right out. Okay, I think that's it. Yep. And then your cover should come right off. There you go. Got a little nub here, kind of got to shimmy it around to get up and over that. Of course, make sure you leave it on its side or you're going to have gas and oil all over your bench. So we can get rid of the saw for a minute. We tried to fix this once before, but didn't have any real pull cord. We just replaced it with a shoestring. Worked okay for a little while, but I think it started rubbing on that metal grommet there and ended up wearing through. So no big deal. We will just slip that guy out of there and start fresh. Now, I have no idea how long to make this, so I'm just going to go over here to my leaf blower, measure how long its pull cord is, and we'll use that. I would guess the string should probably be around 3 feet, but not real sure, so we'll just measure the one on my leaf blower and make it the same length as that. That's the end of it right there. 37 inches. I'm up past the handle, so we'll just call it 38 inches, and I'm sure I'll end up losing a little whenever I tie knots on both ends, put the handle on it. So 38 inches it is. Alright, stretch out 38-inch piece. Probably don't have to be this precise, but just want to make sure that it's as close as it can be to what it was from the factory. So it ought to be about 38 inches. Put it right there. Okay, don't need any of that anymore. So make sure you put it through the hole first. Take a lighter to the end of your cord so it doesn't fray when you try to pull it through. Okay. And then fish it back into the spool. Start moving those pliers. I'm going to get a hold of the end of it somehow. Pull it back up through there. And just tie you a knot real close to the end. That should be good to go. And then this thing comes around, it's going to grab a hold this way. So when you pull, you're actually pulling this way. Kick that arm out. So you want to make sure it gets wound up the opposite direction. Something like that. Make sure the string's good and straight, not all twisted up. And you want to keep a little tension on it, so that way whenever you let go of your handle, it actually seats back right and it doesn't dangle down there. So I'm gonna put the handle on first, then I'll add an extra loop there at the end. So, same idea, fish your string through, tie a loop on the end. Don't have to eat up too much cord. Just gonna have to cut it off after the knot anyways, that's all that matters right there. Alright, pull it out a hair, put one more loop on it. That way your handle will return and it's not, dangling down like say. So don't feel like I'm over binding the string. So I guess 3 feet must have been about right. So that's pretty much it on replacing the pull cord there. So clean the bench up a little bit and we'll go back through the process in reverse. See if this thing's easier to get in than it was to get out. Much easier. Sweet. One there, one there, one there. Pop your handle back on. Last one goes right here. Okay. Put your oil and gas caps back on. And you can stand it back upright. Got 2 little clips here. I don't know if you can see that. There's a hook right there and a hook right there. Slide those underneath Do the reverse. Make sure your choke lever is all the way down. Should seat right in there. Flip it back up, and you're done. Well, picked it up, went to start it, and I guess my knot must have been too slim. So don't be like me, put more than one knot in it. Want to take it back apart, fix that off camera, and then we'll see how it goes. So this time I doubled my string over before I tied my knot, make it twice as thick. Don't think that's going to slip through this time, or at least I hope not. Now that I got it fixed for the second time, let's give it a pull start. Might have to pull yours a couple times just from it laying on its side, get it cleaned out, warmed up, whatever. Turn the choke on. Looks fine. Pretty good length too. That ought to do it for the saw portion of this video. If that helped you out at all, or if you just enjoy my content, if you could like or subscribe or share it with your friends, that would help me out tremendously, and I'd really appreciate it. I've got some more content coming. If you watched my first video, you know I've got a 350 small block Chevy that I'm working on with my cousin. We just dropped it off at the machine shop the other day. Gonna get the heads decked on it, new freeze plugs. He's got new pistons, new gaskets, seals. I'm gonna do a new oil pump. Got several parts coming for it. I'd like to put a video up on it going back together. Need to do something with my bench here. Got it a little overloaded. It's beginning to sag. Got some angle brackets to throw up in the corner of it. I've also got another father-in-law project. Got a weed eater here. It hasn't ran in, I don't know, about a year or so. I'd like to get it cleaned up, get it running, put back together. If you want to follow along, there'll be more to come. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in a day or two.